Hello and welcome to a first look at Cross Blitz. This is a deck builder that has a story mode and an RPG mode. I have played both of them, so I have a good feel. They're both very competent, I will give it to them. Strong. I felt like the last game that I had something like this, which was Griftlands. Griftlands, I felt like the story mode was just so much more the way to play than the roguelike mode. But not this, I think they're both strong here. Anyway. Yeah, this is a game by a developer named Taco Boy Studios, T-A-K-O. It's currently $18 until December 13th, when it will go up to full price of $20, and it is early access for, let's see if they say how long. About 14 months is their estimation. So major content updates, more heroes, stuff like that they're going to add in. Very fine. I had a lot of fun playing the roguelike mode. However, I want you to know going into this, there are two main caveats to enjoying this game. One, you have to temper your expectations. This is not a Monster Train or a Slay the Spire or a Wild Frost. This is like a single player Hearthstone. And what that means, the best way that I could describe it is that in one of my games, I lost on the second fight because my opponent had a card that generated him a random unit, and he played two of that card, and that card generated him two very high value units in the late game that just crushed me because I didn't have an opportunity to add anything meaningful to my deck yet. So you have to recognize that this is more, in terms of roguelikes, this is more of a Dicey Dungeons than it is a Slay the Spire. Which is fine. I think there's room for both in the design space. It's very pretty to look at, the music is nice, and it's fun sometimes to just brain off roll dice. But if you're looking for like a meticulous, hardcore strategy game, this is not that. The other thing is that this game has mixed reviews, and mostly it's about UI UX decisions, which I understand. The UI is very cluttered, it's very clunky, and it takes a while to get used to. This is just a personal thing, but I've also played for 4 hours and I'm still getting tutorials, and the tutorials are not very helpful. So, for example, I went into a shop, and in the shop, they gave me a tutorial, and the tutorial was basically just to buy things in the shop, you have to spend money. And it's a good question. I really reflect deeply on this. How much tutorialization should you put into a game? I don't really think that anyone needs that, but maybe there's someone out there who's playing this and this is their first game. It feels wrong. It doesn't feel like it's something that needs to be tutorialized. And what it led to was me just skipping through all the tutorials and then missing actual important like balance and gameplay information. But I was playing this on stream, so I had people to just tell me. Just be aware. The roguelike, or the RPG mode is a lot of reading. It's much more of a story game than it is a deck builder, and it's an RPG deck builder where you earn cards through playing the game and then add them and build your own decks to fight different encounters to optimize, which is cool in its own right. But I'm going to be covering the roguelike mode here because it gives you a more core understanding of the gameplay. Without any further ado, let's talk about the options. You know, nothing too interesting here, to be honest with you. Display options, they have a little filter you can turn on if you like it to make it look like an arcade machine. I'll be leaving it off because I think it's just harder to look at. The game's only available in 3 languages right now, English, and I believe these are the Chinese, because usually if there's 2 that look similar, that just means that it's traditional and simplified Chinese. So I'm pretty sure those are your language options right now. Oh, and the English version is voiced in some places, but not everywhere, I don't believe. And then lastly, audio menu, you know. I don't know why we have percentages in the 1 to 100. If we're just going to go in intervals of 10, you could just give me a 1 to 10 slider. I'm over it at this point. Lastly, you can turn up the battle speed. If you have trouble with the game, you can actually let the game show you what the enemy cards are by turning on See Opponent's Hand, and then you can turn on or off Screen Shake and Screen Flash, which I have turned off for this video. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's just hop right on in. So there's another game mode that is maybe not in the game yet. It's hard to know if this is early access locked or just I haven't unlocked yet. This is the story mode where there are 2 character stories you can play through in 3 acts, which are Pretty cool. And then this is the roguelike mode, which we'll be playing, Tusk Tales. This game does not have an ascension system, it has just a normal / hard mode. Oh, right, there's one other thing that I think is worth mentioning here. This game's unlock system is unbelievable. It is absolutely absurd how long the unlock system is. So, I played for 4 hours, and I earned, I would say, I can count it up here. I earned roughly, I'd say about 3,000 of these husks. I had, I think, 2 wins and 2 losses over the course of my time. It might have been 1 win and 2 losses, not sure. Anyway, to unlock everything that this character has, each unlock is a level, so it cost me 50 points to unlock a increase to my max HP. It cost 300 to unlock new relic slots, which is like, this one's kind of wild because it's 200, 300, 400, 500 to unlock relic slots. Unlocking new starting cards costs points as well, and then there's a ultimate card you can unlock, which I haven't gotten to yet, but looks pretty cool. But also it costs 1,000 to unlock a character. What I'm saying is, this game in the roguelike mode is an unbelievable grind. I hope that they work this out in future updates to make it so that it is not as bad, but you're probably looking at like 50 to 100 hours of playing this roguelike mode to unlock everything at max value. Which, you know, if you've been watching for a long time, you know me, give me just an unlock all mode, I beg you, please God. I just want to press a button and have everything. But on top of that, you're locked on the difficulties too. I'm going to play Admiral Brass for this run, and I'm going to buy the relic slots. It's only 200, 300, 400, never mind. And so that takes me up to level 5, and I'll take some max HP here. But like, this is 4 hours of gameplay and I can't even unlock his big ultimate move, which I don't even know what does yet. Which is a shame. But, you know, I hope that they work it out over time. The world map here is interesting. There's different levels to the roguelike mode, which you progress through. I only have the Southron Seas here, and I'm going to play the first mission here. I got my ass beat by a particular nightmare enemy. I got an A here, and there are different challenges. Oh, here's another tutorial. Okay. I gotcha. And here's another tutorial. Yeah, they're going to tell me things. I don't care. What I wanted to look for here, and it doesn't look like I can see. Oh, 2 attempts, 1 win. So I went 1 and 4. It turns out, not 1 and 3. Yeah, we'll just do a run. You can see here my runs are typically, my winning run was 50 minutes, so we'll just do a normal one here. But there are missions here. Completion of this, I finished with a balance and a fortune mercenary. Mercenaries have different, or they're like the characters, they have different traits. We'll just run it here, and let's get right in. You know, 8 minutes of talking later, let's get right to it. Classic map generation, you've already seen this, I'm sure. I would like it a lot if the arrows were a little more well-defined, but that's okay. I'll probably go through just like the first act here and you'll have a good feel for it. Let's go, it doesn't really matter where I go here. I'm gonna go for the relic shop though. First combat's very easy. It's not too hard to get a grasp on, but if they roll well, I can actually lose. So you get to mulligan on turn 1. Your cards are organized as power, or like attack damage, health, and mana cost. They're in different tribes, so all of these guys are buccaneers, pirates, and they have different card text. So these guys are tough, they take 1 less damage from all sources. They are very good in my experience. So this game uses the Hearthstone mana system. Every turn you gain 1 extra mana, and you refill to full. So on turn 1 I have 1, on turn 2 I have 2, turn 3 I have 3, and so on and so forth. The person who goes second gets a bonus mana, which they can use once. It's a one-time thing. You put your units in the lane, they have a round of summoning sickness, and then after that, every time you press Blitz, they will fight in a straight line. It's very easy to really get a handle on. These guys, I'm just going to keep putting boys out here. So you'll see here my Buccaneer is going to swing into his Buccaneer because they're going to just attack straight up. Enemies die if they run out of health, you die if you run out of health. At the end of fights you heal 25%. And our boys are just going to sit here and stare at each other because they're both tough. The AI I have found has very questionable integrity, like strength. For example, playing this 1-1 into my 1-1 that is tough is just a mismatch, right? He's just gonna die for free. But I guess it blocks a hit for him. And otherwise, yeah, you get a pretty good feel for it pretty quickly. The game does have a history button, so if you want to go see what happened, you can. However, you can't read what cards do. So I'm gonna turn the game down just a touch, actually. It feels a little loud to me. That's better. But, like, I can't go in here and see, like, what is a buccaneer, what is a pirate recruit, which is a bit of a shame, because I have found there are turns where the enemy will do something and I will go, man, I don't know what the hell just happened. Anyway, I'm gonna play my 3-mana 2-1 with Rush and Dual Strike. It can hit right away. I'm gonna win the fight here. And yeah, you get the basics now, and from here all you have to do is learn all the cards and the keywords, which is every deck builder. End of fight, you get to pick up a new card. It'll make more sense, but you get I think 3 cards. You pick them based on your mercenary. So right now we have Admiral Brass, and right after this we're going to pick up our second character, which is like picking up a second clan in Monster Train, basically. I'm looking at this Hot Shot card. Deal 2 pyro damage to a minion. Smithy looks terrible here. I want a 2-drop though, so draw a pirate from your deck if you control a pirate. Draw 2 is okay. And then this is just... I don't really know where it pulls these cards from, but we just get one of these. When this minion takes damage, summon a Beambot. Sorry, Beambot, not Beanbot. Although it would be much cooler. You can right-click on the cards to see if they have anything associated. Like this guy, when he starts combat, he summons a Belly Jelly in front of him, which is just a 2-mana 2/2. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion on death. Combat start is not... It's when you press the end turn button. Combat start is not at the start of a fight, which I had to learn. I'm going to take the Jelly Dancer here. He's fine. Once I get to, I believe it's somewhere around 28 to 30 cards, I get the option to skip. But now we get to add our second character to the run. We can take Loyal Coxswain, Gizmo, or Lieutenant Juniper, and you can learn what they do. You get all of these cards that come with them. I'm probably gonna pick I don't know, I'm gonna pick Loyal Coxswain. I think he's a pirate, so he goes with my other pirate, it looks like, is the best idea here. His game plan is based around bombs, which you shuffle into the enemy deck, and then when they draw them, they explode, which is sometimes very bad. Deal 2 pyro damage to a random enemy minion for each bomb in your opponent's deck. Oh, that's pretty good. I will take this guy. And so we'll get all his cards added in to synergize with my already pirates. I think that bombs are pretty bad, but I'm a gamer and I will just not miss. Opponent spells cost 1 more. After a friendly minion dies, gain 2 armor, or your minions that cost 2 or less have dual strike. I will take this. This is a relic, so now my minions that have 2 or less cost are going to double hit. And we'll just continue on. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple game to pick up the basics of, which is shocking to me because there's just so much tutorialization. It really caught me off guard. He goes first. What I'll do here, I'll slow the game speed down. And maybe you'll be able to read the cards, because they are going by pretty quick. My opponent has 12 cards in deck, so we're just going to drop a bomber on him. Get our 2/2 on the field. I want to use the 1/1s to chump block mostly, so I'm going to wait for him to play units. Yeah, that's a lot better for you. Plunder is a keyword that means if it kills a minion, it triggers. So if he kills, but it is specifically if he kills on his attack. If I attack into him, he does not trigger plunder. Could use a little clarification, but that's okay. So he's not going to plunder here, but he will do 2 to the whole column if he kills something on his turn. And now the AI. The early game fights are just like, I don't know, man. What are you doing here? Why are you throwing 1/1s in front of my 1/1 with multi-hit? It's not really a good play. Sorry, I never told you about this guy. He's combat start, draw a card, or draw a pirate. So I'm just going to put this out to generate value. Because card draw in card games tends to be very good. Because when you draw cards, then you have more cards. Bold, I know. I should have maybe thrown something, because I'm going to take 2 here, but I don't mind too much if I take 2 here. Oh god, fuck the Brute Skin Ancient. 2 mana, 2/2, he's tough, and he has Divine Shield. Like, this card seems overstated to me. This dude's got so much going on. Draw a pirate or draw 2. I want to try to play on curve, but I don't have a 4 here. So I guess I'll play this and I'll hope to draw a 2. I drew Coxswain and a Bomber. That's fine. I don't really want to... I'm just going to tank the 2 here and kind of try to just go face. Because he's got 3 bombs in his deck and it'll be 4 soon. So soon, my opponent is going to die. He could die on this turn if he draws 2 bombs. Here it comes, I can feel it. Nope, never mind. But I don't really care about getting hit here, because I'll heal 25% of my HP. It's just a resource to spend. They put Glimmer on here, and you're going to ask yourself, what does Glimmer do? And I'm not going to lie to you, I don't really know. I think it's like a weird shield, but I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think it's like a shield, though. Wow, look at this disgusting hand. It's so bad. I think what I'll do is I'll just put my Barrel Nut in front of his 2/1. It's a good trade. The order here on my units is a shame. I'm just going to draw a bunch of 1/1s. Yep, because that's all I haven't drawn yet. It's okay. All I have to do is live until the bombs go off. Yeah, okay, so Glimmer is just like a shield. There's our first bomb. Deal 4 damage to your hero. Is that his draw for the turn? No, he gets to draw again. It's okay. I have a very high card value, so I can take bad trades. Splurge 2, gain Rush. What do you think that means? Triggers if you have X Glimmer. So if you have 2 Glimmer, gain Rush, so you would attack right away. There is a hand limit, by the way. It is 10. You go 10 card limit. I mean, he's got to be dead next turn, right? What I'm going to do for you, by the way, here is I'm going to go in and I'm going to turn the music up a little bit so you can hear it, because the music in this game does bump pretty hard. Okay, Pirate, give it +1 and Rush. I'm just going to throw chumps out and wait for my opponent to die of unnatural causes. I'm also going to draw, like, my whole deck here, right? Yeah, I'm almost decked out. The game has a fatigue like Hearthstone, is what I've been told. If you deck out, you just start taking increasing damage. Bomb? Hey, I'm so good. Hold this. I stopped. Okay, it's over. Stop drawing bombs. You died. Bro. Come on, man. I get it. You died. You died. So long. Alright. Not too bad. Yeah, now we pick up new cards, and you get the idea, right? This is the game. It's not too hard to pick up on. If you can get over the stuff that I explained as negatives at the beginning, I think this game is pretty fun. Like, I'm having a good time with it, even if it has a few issues. I don't know. I'm down to just click anything that says pirate here, like pirate recruit. I'm pretty poor, so going to the relic shop is whatever, but there is a benefit, like there's a bonus to your score at the end if you go no campfires, so I will go relic shop. Your opponent draws a bomb, gain an armor. Your 1-cost minions have rush and fleeting, destroy after attacks. Start of your first turn, draw an extra card. +1 draw on turn 1 is really good. I don't actually have enough bombs to really justify soot plating. And we'll go, this is an event, and these events are based on your team. So if you have different characters here, you can plug your nose, then open it, or pay for a fragrant potion. But we can browse the trinket shop, stock is always the same. I have no money, so I can't buy that. So I can fight him and get a free trinket if I win. Got it, I like fighting. Maybe he's gonna be like a boss, I'm just gonna get my ass beat. He has a relic. Enemies can have relics you have to keep an eye out for. I can't look right now at what it does though, sadly. What I do know is I love playing on curve. 1, 2, 3. Oh, baby. The dream. Your minions with thorns have lifesteal. This guy's talking shit. Please die. Oh, this is a poison setup. I see. Tough Relentless. Revive this minion to 1 health the first time it dies. Oh, this guy's kind of good as hell. Gain 4 armor. So when this enemy dies, he adds a poison to my hand, which is gross. The way to play this is to keep our extra +1 energy here. I'm pretty sure. Not play a 2. So next turn I can play a 3 now. Add a poison to your opponent's hand. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of poison added to my hand, I bet. Poison is, while in your hand, take 1 damage, and it costs 1 mana to play out. Doesn't scale up in any meaningful way. But, yeah. Yeah, on this turn I'm going to play my 3 mana gain armor guy. I don't mind the poison too much, although I am going to take 2 next turn now. I've set myself up, perhaps, a little too much. Shuffle 2 1/1 copies of a minion in your deck. Oh, he stole my Buccaneers. Hey, those aren't going to be that good for him, I don't think. Yeah, so I have to spend this turn playing out poison. It's hard to do. I want the value. I'm better off. I'm going to play 1 poison, and I'm just going to throw a bomb so I don't take 2 from his cultist. Sorry, his clone curator. He added 2 Buccaneers to his deck, which does not seem right. Why would you not take the plated grunt? Isn't it just better for you? I don't know. What sort of armor carries over between fights? I'm not actually sure. Swift Strike, when this minion deals damage to an enemy, add a poison to their hand. So what this does is it attacks first, and it doesn't take return damage in combat. And if it hits my hero, I take poison. I don't love it. I do like Rigbeak here a lot. He's gonna give me... So he's flying, so he can only be blocked by enemies that have flying. He's a 2/2, and he makes all my other pirates cost 1 less. However, before I play that... I know I should play this, because my Buccaneer is gonna hit into his Mushfellow Archer, which is going to make me take poison on the next turn. So, I need to play Rigbeak so that I can reduce the cost of everything and then just throw another Buccaneer out to not take the poison. That's gonna be our play here. My opponent benefits from going long here, although eventually he'll die to bombs. Guard Thorns 2 when this minion is damaged, add a puff cap to your deck. Ooh, gross. Puff caps are, when drawn, randomly transform a minion. Minions with Thorns have lifesteal. Oh, so he also has lifesteal. Damage this minion deals also heals the controller by that amount. This guy seems kind of fucked up. And he also, guard means that the enemy hero takes reduced damage to, what the hell? This dude's crazy. 4 mana for all of those words? That's ridiculous. Huh. I think the play here is actually just gonna be go face, although he's gonna take half damage, so I just can't. So I guess I'm just gonna play 2 rush minions here and hope for the best. I don't want to let him stack poison on me, but I'm not really able to do much damage, and he has lifesteal, so he's gonna heal 3 back for this. So I'm actually down damage here because he's swinging. Oh no, he only gets +2. He only does 1 on his turn? Wait, why? What am I missing here? Do you see it? I don't see it. Very strange. Where's he getting? Why are they getting +2? Is it this? Does he have like a passive of some sort that I can't see? Minions with thorns have lifesteal. Weird. So I guess this is actually a 4/4? I'm missing something. I have to be. I just don't see it. Very strange. I'm gonna throw my Admiral Brass out here. He gives pirates I play +1 attack and rush. So I'm just gonna kind of hit face here. I might lose in this fight, which wouldn't shock me. My build is hit enemy, kill fast, and he has the counter to that, which is a bunch of thorns and lifesteal. And this is the thing, right? I sometimes just go into counter matchups. It is how I've lost mostly. He has something that's making my spells cost 1 more. Oh! Thorns says increases the power of the retaliation damage by 2. I understand now. They're doing +2 because Thorns just means they do more damage when you hit them. I get it. Well, I'm gonna drop Loyal Coxswain here. He's a pirate, so he'll get rushed, so he'll just knock out one of them. Probably... Oh god, I'm actually pretty dead here. How many bombs does he have in deck? He has 2 bombs, so Blast Mage deals 2 damage to 2 damage randomly. That doesn't sound very good. I'd like to play this Barrel Mutt, but it's just gonna die. So I guess I have to play Loyal Coxswain here and hope I don't lose. He's gonna go in, he's gonna kill Quartermaster Sting. I might be dead on board though. This is 1... I do get armor from my Plated Grunt dying here, actually. He gives me 2 finally. But I'm gonna take so much poison from this thing. I just take 3 poison damage here. And my opponent's full health again, by the way. So I'm gonna take 1... Oh, he drew a bomb. 8 damage. Guarded to 4. Oh, he drew both bombs while guarded? Oh, that's so unfortunate. Man. And I have 4 poison in hand. It's so over. Is Buccaneer. If I can clear his board somehow, if I can get some miracle card that gets me out of this board state, I can survive this. But I have no real hope of surviving this. Look at this fucking hand. I'm about to take 5 just for being alive. I gotta clean out some of this poison. It'd be really good to play Barrel Mutt. Even if it just draws me 1, I guess. Because I can kill the Mushfellow Knight, but then I'm gonna take another poison. This is a pirate too. It's a shame Loyal Coxswain's on 1. Because if I could save him here, it'd be really good as well. I think I just have to play 5 poison and then throw the Barrel Mutt out. Hope I don't die. If I'm gonna throw this guy out, I could throw the bomb instead. Wait, he gets the multi-hit? He stole my guy and it gets the multi-hit? Even though it's my relic? That's kind of silly. Hey, what the hell? Wish I could move my guys around. That would help me a lot here. Yeah, this does 3, this does 1. I think that the line forward here actually is going to just be to play Barrel Mutt here and then try to outvalue. This will kill here, and then Coxswain kills here. I'm going to take 4 damage next turn and go to 2. If he doesn't draw a way to do 2 direct damage, I can still survive this. Unlikely, given the enemy being a poison fight, but... Oh, well, I'm just going to take 1 poison right away. So if he has a way to do 1 poison to me, I lose the game. Okay, well, it's over. I got outplayed. Yeah, this is like... Oh wait, I'm alive at 1, hold on. Wait a minute. But I'm dead because my frog kills the pup, and that puts a poison in my hand next turn, and there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I can block all of this, but I just have no way to stop this from killing me. Does he have a bomb in his hand? Or in his deck? I don't know. It doesn't matter. There was maybe something I could have done here, but... Oh, these get rush and they hit twice. Hold on. It's so worthless though, because I just die no matter what here. If I could move my guy out of the way of the rotting puff, I could survive. Yeah, there was probably a way to win this, honestly, if I just went face somewhere along the line and just threw units into this guy. I was trying to win by outvaluing him, but I just couldn't do it. I can't go long. I had to go face here. That's all. Yeah, it's over. Alas. But this is the thing, right? My build is hit enemy, go fast, kill, and I just had to throw shit into this guy and go, oh well, I'll live. But him having lifesteal is also real fucked up. And this is how most of my losses go, by the way, is like, oh yeah, I've fought into someone who is just the absolute, like, opposite of my build. That guy has a lot of lifesteal and a lot of units that live to lower his damage, and has a unit that lowers his damage taken. I just have to take bad trades and pray that he doesn't draw something crazy. Most of my losses feel like that, and for that run I got 200 points, which is basically nothing for the meta currency. Also, no aid from campfires. Bitch, I didn't go to a campfire. Why do I not get my points for this? I don't understand. Anyway, that's Cross Blitz. I think it's fun, but frustrating at times because of the, because of how the fight RNG can go. But maybe you learn over time every fight, and then you go, oh yeah, to beat this guy, I have to shift my build. But you can't really shift your build in the roguelike mode. So I don't know. I like this game. I think it's fun. It's just got a little bit of quirks that you can potentially go help them with by giving them feedback in the Discord. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.